Somebody made a killing that day. All right, so this one's already notated at, D sharp. If you got that, you want to just do it there? Good morning, everybody. We're going to start off with a song called Get Right, and the words will be up there for the chorus anyways, or actually I think for the whole thing, and we'll do the chorus twice to start so you can get a feel for it, and then join us when you're ready.
Oh, there we go.
Well, let's get real, let's get right.
Let's stand up as we are comfortable.
Can I have a guitar on? Sam, can I get my guitar back on? Or I guess I have to plug in.
Oh.
It's always something.
Always blame the sound guy. How are you this morning? I'm Reverend Penni Honey. Good morning. And happy Labor Day. Yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We got lots of people out camping, hiking. I can't believe you're here, Bruce. And out enjoying the amazing wide world. All right, did I fill enough time for you, Matt?
You did.
There
Let's get right.
That's what I'm
Let's
talking
get
about.
right. Push our fist to the side. Let's get real. Let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right. Get real. Get right. Realize our life. Let's get real. Let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real. Let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right. Get real. Get right. Realize our life. Sometimes fear is like a ball and chain, keeps us in our place. But if we take a leap of faith, carries us away. Let's get real, let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real, let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right, get real, get right. Realize our life. Sometimes we get so low, sometimes get too high. Sometimes we can't see the road, it's right before our eyes. Let's get real, let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real, let's get right. Realize our own life. Get right, get real, get right. Realize our life. Let's get real, let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real, let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right, get real, get right. Realize our life. Let's realize our life.
Yeah. And let's greet each other at the level of your comfort. Please say good morning to each other.
Start with the chord first. Let's get real, let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real, let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right, get real, get right. Realize our life.
Check it out.
Realize our life.
Oh, I guess we're not hearing me, so have a great day. Huh? Well, we weren't. I don't know. Now? Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Hey there. Hey there. Blessings. All right. How about that? Can you hear me now?
So you're gonna
Can
play
you
with
hear
Steve
me
for
now?
presentation.
Good morning.
And a G.
I am Reverend Penni Honey. It is my joy. Yeah, I got the thumbs up back there. I'm looking at Sam. He's actually the guy that runs this place. Sam is. Round of applause for Sam, right? So, my friends, you have landed at Unity of Flagstaff Spiritual Center here in amazing, beautiful Flagstaff, Arizona. Take a deep breath into that for a moment. We have folks today that are joining us on YouTube, and we are Facebook Live, baby. How about it? Round of applause, right? Come on, guys. We were videoing our messages for 18 months on the minister's phone. We are celebrating where we are today. So thank you for that. There are people all over the planet today that are finding the way to express their divinity. They are finding a way to connect at a deeper level. And some of you have landed right here, and I'm grateful for that. And we also send blessings and peace and connection to everyone on the planet. Do you feel that? There's more of that coming. All right, so my friends, today is Celebration Sunday. Can I hear it? Yay! Celebration Sunday. So the first thing that we want to celebrate is you. What you celebrate, you don't have to say it out loud. I don't care what it is, but you get a rose either way. So come on, what are we celebrating? I know somebody that has a birthday. Happy birthday, Trina. Happy birthday. How about, come on, you've had something good in your life happen this week. I know you have. I know you have, Carrie. Right. You're the one. You're the one. That's a birthday. And who's here for the first time today? Or the second time? I've got lots of roses. I know this guy, and I even let him in, even though I know him. This is my friend Bart from California. He was one of my best volunteers at the Unity Center. And these fine folks, thank you, they were blessing Ryan Biter last night. And I got to meet him at the concert, so we're celebrating you. You have something to celebrate, Steve. How about it? New keyboard. Beautiful. And it's a great story. It's going to show up on a Sunday, I'll guarantee it. Board member of the day, Sue Mine. There she is. Everything you ever wanted to know about this ministry and what's going on in the universe. So, no pressure, Sue. I'd also like to say thank you to our monthly calendar sponsor, Miss Josie. Didn't I see Josie come in here? There she is. Thank you, Josie. If you are interested in sponsoring our calendar, excuse me, I'm going to have a little drink of water here. If you are interested in sponsoring our calendar, it is one of our biggest fundraisers here at Unity of Flagstaff. You can sponsor the photo, you can sponsor the quote, you name it, we'll let you pay for it. So thank you for that. See me if you are interested in that. And I would like to acknowledge anyone in this ministry volunteer. I know I do. Anybody in this ministry? There we go. I am singing your praises and giving great thanks. What I know about this community is it wouldn't go anywhere without you. Besides, who would I have to boss around? And I appreciate every one of you, but I do want to call to attention a young man sitting back here in the back of the room. This is Mel Felton. Every Sunday, like clockwork, Mel blesses us. He blesses every one of these chairs, too. So thank you, Mel. We appreciate you. Yeah, we are celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month. It doesn't start till the 15th, so that gives me a little time to ramp up into it. And you, too. We are celebrating. We are celebrating Hispanic heritage. In this part of the world, we've got a lot of celebrating to do, my friends. And, hey, there we go. Look at that. And this quarter, we are for our Helping Hands program. We are supporting the cancer centers of Northern Arizona. 20% of our 10% tithe, we are a tithing ministry, will go to this organization, and that's for 3 months. They do amazing work, and they change lives, and they support people in some of the toughest times. So just remember, the more you give, the more we give. That's the way it works. All right. Man. Yeah. These are some important reminders I'm going to run you through right now. So September 7th through the 8th, we're going to have World Day of Prayer right here in the center. 20-plus hours of continuous prayer. Breathe that in for a minute. Yeah. We change the prayer consciousness on the planet when we come together, and I invite you into that. We have some amazing facilitators. We have folks from few actually different practices, faith practices, that will be here to lead the top of an hour. We're blessed. We're just blessed. And you will find me here with my Grandma Maine quilt. You will. And then on the 11th, we are celebrating Helen Hudgens Farrell. She is off camping this weekend. Yay, Helen. The service and her commitment, we're going to have a big party. And we're going to call it a Sunday celebration. That's what we'll do. So please join us for that. On the 17th is International Peace Day. I happen to be blessed to be the facilitator for the city of Flagstaff of bringing International Day of Peace to Flagstaff. This year we are actually signing a proclamation that says Flagstaff is an international city of peace. We have met the requirements, and that will happen on that day. We also have the Kazunity Band, some members of it. Yes, that does say kazoo. And they will be there entertaining us and blessing us with their presence. And there will be other musicians as well. And we will have local businesses and nonprofits that stand with us in peace. For that, we are grateful. And I personally appreciate your attendance. I personally do. Thank you. And the Course in Miracles would say that doesn't matter anyway. So, open mic night here at Unity of Flagstaff Spiritual Center. A round of applause, September 19th. Thank you, Matt Devlin, for making that happen. Yeah. Open mic night. Poetry, music, and there's pastries and coffee. You have a little flyer on your chair there if you're interested. And our second annual, soon-to-be famous Halloween party. Who wants to have a Halloween party? How many people? Yeah, I am telling you, we had a blast. It was awesome. But I'm not going to do it if nobody's interested in helping with it. So there's a sign-up sheet out there. I'm not going to push rope uphill. You want a Halloween party? Come on, step up. Let's do this thing. I want a Halloween party. And the Course in Miracles would say that doesn't matter anyway. And so now we are going to breathe. A lot of information, right? So take a breath for you and take one for me. Yeah. God is good, but only all the time. Thank you, Spirit. We are blessed to be here with each other today in this expression. We are blessed. We feel that sense of connection, and that radiates from this room out onto the planet, enfolding, embracing, and reminding each and every one a divine child of God. So we commit this time and this space. It's all yours, God, and so it is. Amen. I like that part. I am now going to introduce you to Miss Trina Getz. She is truly an extraordinary, amazing human being. And I met Trina for coffee last week, so we're walking back to our cars. And I'm blabbing, blab, 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 blab. Trina's like 10 feet behind me. I'm like, okay. And then I'm blabbing, and she's still... Because every piece of trash on the ground, Trina was picking up for the recycle bin. This is our PA today. Come on up, Trina. It's on.
Hello. I'm holding my mic today, so I am thrilled to be here. And let me get on the right page. Here we go. Good morning, it says. So Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. My name is Trina Getz, and it is wonderful to be here with all of you, and it is. We're going to move into gratitudes and prayer requests, and now is the time to share what is happening with you. In the sharing, we see the value of collectively affirming with you and those you pray for that the presence of good is in all things. And it is the one power. There's only good. We also support each other in knowing that God, the universe, spirit, whatever you call it, knows the details. So, first I would like to have, since I've got the mic, I get to start. So I am very grateful for getting to have coffee with Penny. It was an awesome visit. And I would like to send prayers to a family of a gentleman who just passed away this last week. He was a guy that my husband mentored. He was younger than him, and he mentored him, and he died of ALS way younger than one would think for such a healthy, vibrant, crazy dude as he was. His name is James Yeager, and he was an icon in the YouTube shooting community. Not that many of us are in that community in here, but my husband is, and we just bless his family. I'm just blessing his family and seeing love and light surrounding them. And I'll pass off.
All right. I love this. I love this. I love this. Here, Bruce, here you go.
Thank you. I have both a gratitude and a prayer request. The gratitude is really, you notice Bonnie isn't here again today. She was able to spend pretty much all of August, the end of July, with her mother, who, and while they were visiting up there, she and her daughter and granddaughter moved into hospice care, and she passed on Friday. And so it's a gratitude for Bonnie having the time to heal that relationship with her mom. Her mom had a long life. She passed it almost to 95, and but she did pass while Bonnie was in the air flying back up there on Friday. She's up there right now. So the prayer request is really for peace for her, Bonnie's stepdad, Anna Mae's husband, Mel, and hopes for healing there as they continue through Saturday. Thanks.
Bruce, we just see light all around it, and we see light around you as that support team. Yeah. Easy healing.
I like what has been demonstrated to have both a gratitude and a request. And my gratitude is just for the incredible beauty that this day has been already, and the last few days have been. I've just really been enjoying our warmth and our clarity. And the breeze that's coming out of the east, which is so different for us. But anyway, and then my prayer request is for my sister, Pat, and her little dog, Mikey, that the right and perfect home for them is materializing right and perfectly now, right now. So if you'll just hold that for me, thank you.
And we see it done. We just see it done. All right.
This has been kind of in the offing for a while, but several months ago my daughter was involved in an accident while working for the post office because her seat belt released and sort of dumped her out of the car, the truck. And she just received a letter saying, we're going to let you go because that accident happened, which is probably was not in any way her fault. So just that she sees her way through the process of, what do I say? Well, yeah. So she sees her way through this process, which is unjust, but that she finds the absolute best result out of it.
We know that Elena is being blessed now. And through these appearances, we see her easily seeing the higher expression of the situation. And we see that coming with ease. Anyone else? Oh, yeah.
Prayer request for my mom who fell last week and hurt her back, and she's back in her where she lives in her apartment healing. So healing for my mom.
And we see her accepting and receiving that with ease, Steve, and you at peace around it. Anyone else? Oh, good.
First of all, gratitude that I get to visit my 24-year-old son, and we have a very sweet, open, honest relationship. I'm grateful for that. And then for my friend Maura, who's a caregiver for 2 parents, and all the caregivers that are here helping people transition. And yeah, enough said. Yeah.
So we see that connection as the blessing that it is. And we know that also for all those that give care and receive care, that they too are blessed and present to that. So I have a gratitude. Last Sunday was Music Sunday. If you missed it, you haven't been to the YouTube channel, shameless plug, youtube.unityofflagstaff.org. If you haven't been there, go check it out. Our musicians were they were unbelievable. Round of applause, I'm telling you. Yeah. And yes, there were kazoos.
I have one more. I just wanted to say a gratitude, and I know I mentioned Penny earlier, but this beautiful woman has a magical relationship with time. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but like she and God have a magical relationship with time together, and like she made space where I know there wasn't, because I know how her life is, and yet she made several spaces in her week for me, and I'm just super grateful that you and God have that understanding, that time just expands to fill whatever you need it to fill. She's amazing. So we are grateful for all of the requests and the good news that we have just heard. And again, we affirm that each condition, person, situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. We remember that no circumstance changes or separates us from our divinity. So it is, and so we let it be. And I would like to acknowledge the members of the prayer team. Speaking of prayer, so would those beautiful folks raise their hands and be acknowledged? There they are. There's 3 of them in the room today. Thank you. And please use our prayer box, which is over there next to the piano. They will pray over it for 30 days. And then they will send it to Unity Village, where they will pray over it for 30 days. So prayer is powerful, and I encourage you to use that prayer box. Give them something to do when they get together. And also we want to remind you that that you can drop your prayers in the basket over there. Is that right? For World Day of Prayer, which is September 7th. We're encouraging everybody to participate in World Day of Prayer. So feel free to put a prayer in that basket over there for it to be prayed on World Day of Prayer, September 7th, Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So it is Unity Principle time. So let's say this together. I'm just going to trust that behind me is the words. God is all there and is everywhere. This is the force of love and wisdom that underlies all of existence. So I'm supposed to inspire you. And I have a subscription to Daily Word that gives me access to their archives going back to their inception of the magazine. This one comes from June 27th, 1946. Wow. So I did have to change a few of the God pronouns, but other than that, it is as it is. I am true to my divine self, the Christ presence within me. There is a pattern of perfection within the heart of each one of us, a pattern made in the image and likeness of God. What a joyous realization this is. What a wonderful assurance to know that our mental, physical, and spiritual growth does not take place in a haphazard manner, but is the very definite and orderly unfoldment of an already established perfection. We are not just body and brain, but something infinitely greater and more transcendent. The very Spirit of Christ lives and breathes in each one of us as our real self, and according to our realization of this, everything in our life becomes automatically molded into the likeness of this inner perfection. Christ in you, with all God's radiant characteristics of infinite goodness and perfection, is your true nature, potential promise of your limitless possibilities. Be true to the Christ in you, and let God possess your being. They were doing pretty good way back then, weren't they? Awesome. And we're going into meditation. So enjoy this music by Steve Huffman as we prepare for meditation.
Have you ever looked down a real old water well and dropped a rock and listened while it fell? You're listening while it fell. Have you ever watched a fire burn all night? The ashes cool just as the sky gets light. You're watching the darkness growing light. Well, the real old water well, now that your soul so silent and so deep inside its hole, its answer is so very far away. and the magic of the light. Well, that's our way. We'll mourn the night, we'll glorify the day. So thank you. Glory to our day. Thank you. Glory to the day.
Glory to the day, to the moment. These are photos from the James Webb Telescope. Can we turn that up a little, Sam? Thank you. I just invite you to take these in. Spirit, reminding us of the vastness of the infinite expression in and all around us. Resting into that now. We feel that connection as we breathe deeply and release. We recognize our oneness in these moments, and we are grateful. Spirit expressing through us, as us. Connected to all and everything. Rest in this knowing. There is but one power, one presence. And we allow that
be the vastness and the expression through us, as us. Connected in all spheres, in all known and unknown spaces. We are one. We are one. And we are infinite. This is yet another original by Matt Devlin, and Matt teaches guitar lessons. He'll tell you a little bit about that. Won't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so
The youngin' on here, this other name we see.
little girl across the street, I'm helping her learn to play guitar and write songs, and she had an idea for a line. So I stole her line because Penny had this thing about the time continuum. So swiped it, but I'm teaching her about co-writing and how it works legally. And no, so we're sharing the credit. So Katie Stringer has credit for this, and we're still working on her song, which has a different melody and a whole different story. But she's 16. I'm 6 years old, running free. There ain't nobody catching me. Then I'm 14 years, a little bit small. Feels like nobody sees me at all. And the highs and the lows. There's more to this story, you know. I am so much more. Time just passes by. Turn the page, I'm 24. I wouldn't know love if it knocked on my door. And I meet a girl, and she's the one. Suddenly I see the man I will become. And the highs and the lows. There's more to this story, you know, than just highs and lows. There's more to the story, you know, and I'm so much more. Time just passes by. Time just passes by. I found my place and built a home. Still some days I just don't know. I'm getting old, running out of songs. Ask myself, did I get this wrong? The highs and lows. There's more to the story, you know, than just highs and lows. That's how the story goes, and I am so much more. Highs and lows. More to the story, you know, than just highs and lows. There's more to the story, you know, I am so much more. passes by, and time just passes by, and time just passes by. And Robert learned all these songs at 5 till 10 this morning. Batteries. I'd like to have a little more practice.
Normal levels? Well, if you can get me anywhere close to normal, you have done your job, right? Hey, we're back. Now all I have to do is not, yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. I like it when the room feels like this. You know, we have a lot of people that we see almost every week. They go away on this weekend, and, you know, and we're standing around a while ago and said, wow, I sure hope somebody shows up. I said, well, if they don't, it's rehearsal. Because if you don't get on those highs and you don't get on those lows, guess where you get to hang out? Well, theoretically it'd be in the middle, but sometimes, right? Yeah, come on now, right? Yeah. Infinite. To infinity and beyond. I really did try to find a helmet. I did. I thought, oh, this close to Halloween, surely. Nah, they're all little teeny tiny. Yeah. So, infinite. According to the revealing word, it is this, that which embraces all. Revealing Word, book written by Charles Fillmore, one of our co-founders. So he took terms that we hear and ran it through the metaphysical blender and came out with the revealing word. Meaning, from a metaphysical perspective, this is how we interpret this. Does it make it absolute truth? Please say no. Please say no. We have not cornered the market on that yet, but we're working on it. All of us are working on it. Every practice across the planet is working on it. Every one of them have a definition for something. The trick is to see the connection in all of it. Now, what is it I'm talking about here? Okay, infinite. What it means in the revealing word is this, that which embraces all, the totality of being, including all knowledge, all space, all life, the complete all. That which was from the beginning is now and shall ever be. Infinite. Without end. Without limitation. It's my favorite part. It is that which is boundless. It is immeasurable. It is inexhaustible. Sam's telling me to step over. He's so cute. I get these little signals back there, right? I try to make it look like it's a divine intervention, but actually it's Sam. Sam intervention. I love it. So, to infinity and beyond. God is infinite and eternal, and as unity principle number 1 that we said this morning, God is all there is, present everywhere. To infinity and beyond. When we can find in the spaces of infinity, what can we find there? What is in there? The James Webb Telescope certainly has given us some new perspective, hasn't it? We're just this teeny tiny little blip In fact, we're barely a blip on a blip. It's so amazingly expansive. Sam, can we have that video again without the sound? It's amazingly expansive. Now, does it take a bazillion-dollar telescope to find that out? Well, actually, it's only 10 billion. But apparently, the wisdom and the knowledge and what we have been able to put together as humans in a thought process, this is exactly how we intend to find what's more than us out there. I don't think it's the only way, but I think it is a way, and I am grateful for it. Right? Do you feel that connection? Okay, we'll have to shut that off or I'll lose their attention. Where's that remote when I need it? When we take this in, or attempt to take it in, the tendency is, in fact, to feel a little insignificant. Can you feel yourself kind of feel like, oof, boy, I really am a blip on a blip? You can feel that way. But that's if we're comparing ourselves to it. See, what if we weren't comparing ourselves and instead we received it as confirmation that we are infinite, that we have the power to expand that big, that we are not limited, we are not bound, we are not less than that. I need a bigger closet. Is it a comparison or a confirmation? This quote, the last name is Gibra. I wouldn't even attempt the first name. By reaching for infinity, you reach the core of yourself. Now back to that James Webb telescope. Now wait a minute, I want to say that again. By reaching for infinity, you reach the core of yourself. Well, that didn't make any sense. Infinity's out there. Is it? Is it? Aren't we the expression of that? We are a blip on the blip, but we are in that. You know, it reminds me of those fish, those two young fish, they're swimming upstream, because, you know, when we're young, we like to do it that direction. Sam, I'm sorry, I know I'm walking out of the camera, sorry. So they're swimming along, they're swimming upstream, and they meet this older, wiser fish, and he is swimming downstream. He said, how's the water, boys? And those two young fish just keep swimming upstream, and they just kind of scoff. A little ways up the stream, they said, what's water? What's infinity? You're in it. You are it. What's water? Infinity is all around us. We're in it. We are. It reminds me that when I think that issue, anybody got one? No, don't raise your hands. I was just going to offer, if you don't have any, let me know. I've got some spares, right? That condition, that expectation that doesn't get met, that disappointment, that sadness, that loss. How big is it when you spread it out across the infinite timeline? How big is it now? How big is it, and how much do you want to lose in this moment being with that? That condition, that issue, you are infinite. That means you also are infinite in wisdom. You are infinite in knowing. You are infinite in figuring things out. You're infinite and one with the divine mind. How big is that issue now? And I'm not saying it's not big. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. I'm not saying it isn't real. What I'm inviting you into is, can you see it from the James Webb telescope? And if you could, what would it look like? really like it when the room feels like this. Infinity can be defined as something which is endless. Time, that finite measure that we put on ourselves, right? Just passes by. It's a finite measure that we've created, I guess, just to aggravate ourselves. Well, it does get us places. Y'all showed up here around 10:30. I appreciate that. But it is a finite measure. And really, it does just pass by. But infinity just hangs out. It just is. And when we start to understand that, I was afraid I moved my Buzz Lightyear. That's why I was cheating back there. Get right, get real, get right, realize in our own lives, like Matt said in that song. In mathematics, infinity is defined as anything or any number which is higher or greater than any larger or real number possible. This is why I wasn't a math student. So, but the symbol for infinity is this. I want you to do this with me. It's this. It's a sideways 8. Sideways 8. Got it? Feel it? Right? And that's a paradox, that everything in this universe is unbound and simultaneously bound at the same time, in the same space. Again, being reminded by what Charles said, I like to refer to him as Chuck, without end or limitation. It is that which is boundless, immeasurable, inexhaustible. Inexhaustible. The whole of God's substance is present in its entirety at every point in space at the same time, says Eric Butterworth. Whew. Right? So doesn't co-creating get easier when we see ourselves as infinite? When we see that all of God is in one space at one time, all at the same moment? How could we not create everything that we see or want to see in our lives? And the truth is, we're doing it. So take the telescope look at that and see the vastness of what you can, in fact, create. God as you is amazing. God as you is amazing. And God is present in its entirety at every point. So, yes, what I know is I tried that deal on the electric company about, that whole bound and unbound and all of that. They didn't go for it. They said, no, you live in this land, you live in that house, you use that electricity, you got to pay your bill. And I said, but. I didn't really do that, but it would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So what we are bound to in that moment is this expression, this physical expression. But what is happening, what can happen is unbound within our expression of it. That is the gift of infinity. Yes, I am bound by this, I say 5'4", I'm going with it, 5'4" structure. I am bound by this and what it can do, how much wood it can throw, right, Matt? Matt and I went out and got wood this week.
Tony's place.
I'm bound by this, but I am unbound in my expression of it because we already know the vastness of the universe. We were looking at it. I am unbound. The universe is modeling for us what infinite is. The universe is absolutely inviting us into the same thing that Charles Fillmore did when he said, look through the relative realm, which is what you see here, and go to the absolute realm, and you will see the vast expansion of who you are and who you can be. We are like a drop of water in a vast divine ocean, distinct yet immersed. What's water? Distinct yet immersed in something much larger than ourselves. It's only when we experience our connection to infinity that we're able to dream powerfully. Alberto Balado. And in Matt's closing song, Better, he says this, there's a voice in our heads talking all the time, telling us to dream, telling us to shine. In living day to day, life can test your faith. When you believe in yourself, the world's a better place. Expand. beyond infinity. Namaste.
There's a clock on the wall, it's doing what it does. It ain't slowing down, it ain't giving up. It don't discriminate, it treats us all the same. And the only guarantee is everything will change. So choose what you choose and get better and better, better every day. It's a choice that you make. Do what you do and get better, better, better every day. When you give your love away, it gets better every day. I have to apologize to my bass player because I'm playing in the wrong key, but he's figuring it out as we go. It's pretty amazing. There's a voice in our heads talking all the time, telling us to dream, and it's telling us to shine. And living day to day, life can test your faith, but if you believe in yourself, this world's a better place. So choose what you choose and get better, better, better every day. When you give your love away, choose what you choose and get better, better, better every day. Well, it's a choice that you make to get better every day. Well, it's not what you did the last time around. If you're standing still, you're losing ground. So choose what you choose and get better, better, better every day. But it's a choice that you make. Do what you do and get better and better, better every day. When you give your love away, get better and better, better every day. When you give your love away, gets better every day.
And here we are. Thank you. Great, great song. Aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky? So let's go to receiving the good. Call the ushers forward, it tells me to do. So I shall call them forth. Lovely Sue and Marcia, thank you. And then say with great enthusiasm, it tells me. Ready? And now it is time for our abundance sharing. And then we are going to say this. We are one with infinite abundance. We claim it now. And go forth and collect.
What I give away comes back to me. What I give away back abundantly. What I give away comes something I need. I won't let it get me down. Put it out in the world, comes right back around. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. And what I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly.
When I look around, I see all that I need. Good health, good wealth, and inner peace.
What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. What I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. And what I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. And what I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly. And what I give away comes back to me. What I give away comes back abundantly.
Abundant and generous, open are good. Thank you, Spirit. The light surrounds us. The love of the infinite enfolds us. The power of the infinite protects us. The presence of the infinite watches over us. Wherever we are, the infinite is, and all is well.
Let's get real, let's get right, push our fears to the side. Let's get real, let's get right,